Morning, guys. So this is part 2 of the likes and dislikes. This is going to be my dislikes of my 2012 Ram 2500 Cummins diesel. Anyways, so I guess we'll just get into it. These are my opinions, my thoughts for my personal vehicle, for this vehicle. So everybody else's vehicle might be different. Might be other things I like about other people's 4th gens and I don't like about this one. And one of the problems on this truck, one of my dislikes, is an actual problem that I need to fix, that I can't figure out what the problem is without changing a bunch of sensors. But anyways, we'll get to that later. So excuse me. So number 1, which if you watch my last video was one of my likes about the truck, is the long bed. So this video is dislikes. Dislike having a long bed. My buddy's 2010 short bed. Really like his truck. Like it. I like how it looks. I love how the short beds look. Long beds, I don't like the way they look. They're huge. They're hard to park, especially out here in Southern California. All the parking lots are for compact cars unless you go to Walmart. So Target, even Home Depot and Lowe's, I don't know why they make them, but every parking lot out here is compact. Like, we went to the mall yesterday and I had to take literally 3 parking spots. And then we went out to lunch and took 3 parking spots because you just can't park these cars, these big trucks out here in Southern California where everybody drives their Prius or their little Toyota Echoes or whatever these little tiny cars are. But anyways, number 1 dislike, long bed. But I also love it because I can haul a lot of stuff and I can put a lot of stuff in there. Alright, so number 2. Now this is my personal truck's problem. Cruise control don't work. So, I don't have the key for it. But anyways, when I check the codes in my H&S tuner, it shows that there's a cruise control problem, which could be multiple things. It could be the clock spring inside the steering wheel. There's also a sensor, a centering sensor for the shaft down in here. Or it could be the brake switch down there at the brake pedal. This does work because when you check it with a scanner, all these buttons do function. Like, you click it on and off, up and down, cancel, they all work. They all show that they're sending signal. But when you start the truck, the traction control light comes on and you can't do nothing with this stuff. So I have to dig deeper into why that's doing that. That's my personal truck's problem. I don't know if other 4th gen Cummins are doing this, or 4th gen Rams in general are doing this. But I dislike not having cruise control. You know, my wife, when she drives this, she likes to use cruise control because CHP out here, they love to hide, and they pop out of nowhere. I kid you not, they got holes in the ground and they just jump out of anywhere. Okay, so that's number 2, but that's my personal truck. Anyway, so number 3 is going to be my wheels. I have a 2-inch leveling kit on the truck. So, as you can see, I have a 2-inch, or maybe it's 2.5-inch leveling kit on the truck. And the wheels are alright, but for such a big truck, the wheels are just, you know, sucked in so far. But anyways, they're just factory wheels. I want to stick with 17-inch wheels. I don't want to do the 20 by 10, 20 by 12, or 22 by 12, or 22 by 14. I don't want to do this truck because I'm a practical person And those wheels will either just wear out your wheel bearings or ball joints quick, really easy. Constantly see on Instagram of trucks with their wheels, falling off, or even the tie rod ends are broken. Anyways, I want nothing to do with that, so I just want to stick with a 17-inch wheel with a wider offset, like a 4-inch offset or something. Just nothing crazy, just maybe even like a 3-inch offset. And I'm not going to use spacers. I will not use spacers, even though they've engineered them and made them good and made them to work and to hold the capacity. So anyways, that's number 3. So number 4, these trucks, I think they get too hot. And it's pretty much all 4th gens. This truck likes to run at about 202, 203, 202, 203 degrees. It's a little hot for me. I think that's too hot. My buddy's truck's the same, and it gets up to 210, and then it drops, and then it'll go up to 210, and then it'll drop, down to, like 199, 201, and then, it starts to, basically at cruising, you're at like 202, 203, and I don't like that because boiling point of water is 180 degrees. Boiling point of, I believe, coolant and distilled water, I believe, is about 198. So I do have a video coming. I'm going to be changing my thermostat. I'm going to change the thermostat to 190 degrees. I understand that they designed it with a 200, I believe it's 204, 205 degree thermostat in here. They designed it to get the most efficiency out of the fuel efficiency out of the vehicle, but I don't like it. I've talked to a bunch of Cummins places and a bunch of mobile mechanics that work on the Cummins for where I work, and they've swapped it out on their service vehicles. So anyways, that's number 4. Number 5, which really bugs me, and I don't know if it's my vehicle, I don't know if it's all vehicles. My buddy's truck does it, his 2010 does it, and this truck does it. The tranny lockup. When you're just cruising at low speeds, maybe 20 miles an hour, 15, 20 miles an hour, it wants to lock, unlock, or it feels like it's shifting in between gears. It's like, and my buddy's 2010 Ram does it. This Ram does it. I have my old manager for the railroad. His 2011 does the same thing, automatic. I think I probably just need to purchase the tranny unlock for this truck, for the H&S tuner. But it really bugs me because it feels like the tranny's slipping or it's doing something because it's like, but then, I don't know. And it's not a cold, hot thing because I've done it when the truck, just cruising. Because on my street, I cruise really slow, do about 15, 20 miles an hour. And, it does it there. So, anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Those are my dislikes about my 2010. It was really hard to come up with the dislikes. I even had to ask my wife, and she reminded me of how the tranny does the thing and the coolant, because all I could think of was the long bed, the cruise control, and the wheels. And then she's like, what about it gets too hot? And what about the transmission in and out? So, anyways, so I guess she does listen to me sometimes. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I got to go clear my throat. I've been talking too much. If you've subscribed already, thank you guys for subscribing. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Later.